I just made the easiest sourdough loaf and I'm gonna teach you how. It's 9 a.m. We just fed our starter equal parts and now we'll let her rise. It is now 12:30. Our starter has more than doubled, so let's make some bread. Water, active starter, mix that shit together, flour, salt. Mix everything together until there are no dry patches. Once you're done mixing, you should have a shaggy dough like so. Then you're gonna scrape down all of your edges. Then we'll cover her up and let her rest for 1 hour. It's now 1:45 and time for our first stretch and fold. Wet your hands, scoop your dough, pull up and throw. You wanna rotate your bowl as you do this and it's no longer sticking to your bowl. Then we'll cover it up again and let it rest for another 30 minutes. Our 30-minute timer just went off and it's time for a second stretch and fold. Wet your hands again, pull up, throw it. It should be a lot less sticky this time. As you can see, nothing is sticking to my hand. Cover it up again and let it rest for another 30 minutes. It's 3 o'clock and time for our last stretch and fold. Wet your hands, stretch, fold. I am going to do a few coil folds just to get my dough right side up. Then I'll tuck everything into the bottom, cover it up again, and now we're going to let it do its bulk rise. It is 5:30 and our bread is ready to be shaped. How I know my dough is done is it has a lot of bubbles on top, bubbles on the side, and it jiggles like Jell-O. I'm just going to loosen the edges a bit and then let it come out of the bowl naturally. Now we're going to stretch this out into a big circle. Then we'll fold our sides in, fold our bottom in, and start rolling up. Now we're going to shape it into a ball, slap any bubbles out, and just make sure you're tucking the bottom underneath as you slide. I give it a little shake. Look at how jiggly that is. Slap it, and then leave it here to rest for 15 minutes. For our final shaping, we are going to flip our dough on its back, and then we are going to fold it together, and roll it. And then tuck as tight as you can. If you have any air bubbles, you do want to try to pop those. After I do my final shaping, I'll grab my banneton, my paper towel, put some flour on my paper towel so it doesn't stick, and flip your loaf into your banneton, seal up that bottom, a little bit more flour, cover it up, make sure the bottom is covered, make yourself a drink, you are done, put her in the fridge, and I will see you tomorrow morning. It is day 2 at 7 p.m. and I waited entirely too long to bake this loaf. Preheat your oven to 450, drop your loaf in your bread pan, give it a little slice and dice, 1 ice cube in the side, loaf pan on top. You're gonna throw it in the oven for 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, remove your top pan and add 5 more minutes. After those 5 minutes, take out your entire loaf, remove your parchment paper, and place it back in the oven for 10 more minutes. When that timer goes off, pull your loaf out and you are done. Okay, bye.